Hello guys, Jimbo Panda 1.2 here, and today we are back with another Terraria 1.3 modding tutorial. Sorry for the break-in videos guys, my computer has been misbehaving yet again, but don't worry, we are back, and this time we are doing custom armor. Finally coming, custom armor, so let's get straight into this tutorial. So first of all, you obviously want to open your project in Visual Studio, and you want to right click your items folder, go add new folder and call it armor, no U if you're in the UK, but just like that, and then right click it, go add new item class, and we're going to create the chest plate first of all, so we're going to call it Jimbo Chest Plate. There we go, hit enter and that will bring up this. Now as always, I will leave a link to the file in the description below, but here I'm just going to go and paste it, and this is all the code we will need to get our custom chest plate in. Now the code itself is fairly straightforward, you can have a look at it now, I'll go through it later, not to worry. But the more complicated side is the texturing of the actual files. So I'm going to go ahead and open Paint and show you the default texture I have created for it, which is this. This is let's close off these two. This is the texture. As you can see, it's just a recolored solar flare armor. I just recolored it blue. So this needs to be the actual item. So this is what the item will look like in game. It will appear this. So this is, yeah, the item's texture. Now we want to have in Terraria, they have to render the armor on the player as arms, body, and then female body. So I'll go ahead and open arms. The arms folder looks like this. So basically what it is it's just basically the same image, well not the same image, but just the same base thing, but just repeated at different angles to make, so when the, in Terraria when the player jumps, their arm goes up in the air. This represents that. I will leave a link to this file in the description as well. So that's the arms. This now open is the main body file, this one. So this is basically the solar flare armor texture, again just retextured. It's the same thing over and over again. I believe it repeats about 15 times. Let's just go ahead and check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, it's 20 times. It repeats 20 times, so that's the body. And then this is the female body. Now the female body and male body are practically identical. If we just go ahead and look at them, but Terraria does require 2 separate files for each one. So we can see here the two are basically identical, but different files are required. So if you want to go ahead and create your texture, I will leave a link to this, so you can just use this for now and then create your own one later. That's absolutely fine. But that is all we need for a chest plate. So we have the actual item, the arms, the body, and then the female body, and that is it. That's all we'll need for chest plate. So now we're going to go ahead and do the armor, the helmet file. So we right click armor, add new item, let's call it Jimbo helmet, just to join in with the theme, and then paste the code, which again I will leave a link to in the description. Now when we're looking at this, the main thing you want to pay attention to is the defense here. This obviously sets the defense value for the armor. Here is armor set, this method here. This is very important because it gets the other 2 bits of the set basically, so make sure that and that are both equal to the other names of, well, the chest plate and the leggings that you've created. Here, this is where you do like custom buffs for the armor, so at the moment this will give us 50% melee damage and the Spelunker buff, and that is it for that. So the helmet texture is a lot simpler. So here is my created helmet. It's again the solar flare armor retextured. That's the item, and then the on the render on the body is, I think on this one it's just the same repeated. In fact, it's just the same repeated over and over again, doesn't change. So that's that. Yeah. So now we want to go ahead and do the leggings. So if we copy the file here and go to Armour, add new item, let's call it Jimbo Leggings, enter, copy it from the file, and then this is the leggings. Obviously with all these files you'll need to change this section up here, this namespace, and then the actual name of the class for your item. Down here, this is the recipe, and this is saying we need the workbench that we created earlier in order for this to be craftable. So that's again the texture side of it, sorry, the coding side of it done. So now let's go and have a look at the textures. These are the leggings, again solar flare armor. I couldn't really be bothered to create my own texture, so I just reused the solar flare one, and I'm not great at creating textures if I'm perfectly honest. So here is the leggings actual texture, so what it will look like on the body. So as you can see, this one changes quite a bit for the person running, the player running, and all that kind of stuff, so just go through that. Yeah, but what you want to bear in mind when you're doing this is that the item file should be the same name as the texture. So for example, if you have Jimbo Chestplate here, I will copy all of the textures into this armor folder now. There we go. And as you can see, Chestplate is the item, so the item always wants to be the same name as the class of the armor. So you got helmet, helmet, leggings, chestplate, chestplate. But then for obviously the arms, you need to do your chestplate underscore arms, and then for the body, your chestplate underscore body, and then for the female body, your chestplate underscore female body. And then for the helmet rendering, it's your helmet underscore head, and then for the leggings rendering, it's your leggings underscore legs. So that's all we need to do for now. We can go, I'll go and launch out Terraria and we can see these in game. Okay, so here we are in Terraria, and now like we always do, go to mod sources, go to test mod, hit build and reload, it will compile it, it will give you some error because, oh yeah, this is a new error which I'm glad actually came up. It basically means you can't have Visual Studio open while you're playing Terraria, so we just go ahead and save it and close Visual Studio. So that's all that error is meaning, so I'm glad that came up because I wanted to highlight that actually. So there we go, hit build and reload after we close Terraria and it works. So it goes single player, select your character, the world, and here we are. So these are the I was testing them. NPC. So if we go over to our Jimbo crafting table here, you can see here is the armor. So we have Jimbo helmet, Jimbo chestplate, and Jimbo leggings. So now we can go and put that on and see what it looks like. I mean, it looks pretty terrible, if I'm honest. It's basically solar flare armor. Let's just go to the ninja gear. Yeah, with like a blue solar flare. And yeah, look at our health. I think that is because I set the health buff, so basically you will have infinite health, so obviously you need to change that. Well, I mean, you could have that, but it'd just be incredibly OP. So now we're going to head back into Terraria, now that we know it's working, and yeah, we will implement some custom features into this armor. So here we are guys, back in Visual Studio, and I'm going to change the defense ratings to something a little bit better because the defense of our armor wasn't great. Let's just change this to 50. If we go back into here, we can see these are the buffs it's given us. So this one is giving us the Spelunker buff. Let's say we wanted the helmet to also give you archery. I think there's an archery buff, isn't there? Buff ID.archery, yeah. 1. There we go. And also we can modify the damage, so we can do player.archery ranged damage times is equal to 0.3f, just like that. That will give 30% range damage, I believe. Yeah, that will. Here, obviously, in the leggings, we've done move speed, but we could do player dot minion damage if we wanted to. Max minion or minion damage, here we go, is equal plus equals 0.5f. That will give 50% minion damage. So yeah, that is basically it. The main issue with Armour is the texture, as that is the most time consuming. The code itself is fairly straightforward, but it's the textures which take the longest to do. So I want to thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, or if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next Terraria video. Goodbye!